Good morning, my dear students, or good afternoon, or what time you will watch this video. I hope you are in good health this time, and I hope you have your breakfast or lunch already. And in this video, you will learn how to solve word problems involving addition and subtraction. And today we will answer exercise number or letter A and letter B and another exercise that I gave to you. Okay, in our previous video, I told you how to solve word problems and I show you the steps. And today I will just have a short review so that you will not forget the steps. Once again, my name is Teacher Gwapo and we are here in chapter 2, addition and subtraction within 1000. So last time I taught you to solve word problems involving addition and subtraction. So we will just continue at this time. So here are the steps that we have last time. Read the word problem carefully, understand the problem, what do you know about the problem, and what do you need to find out, and then you have to plan the workings, decide what operations to use, and then solve the problem and write the number sentence and find the answer. So last time I gave you this example. A seller has 118 potatoes and he buys another 65 potatoes. Then he sells 52 potatoes. So how many potatoes are left? So we have read the question here. What have you understand in the problem? As you have seen here in the problem, it's talk about potatoes, right? The number of potatoes. And here, what do we need to find out in this problem? It says here, how many potatoes are left? So we will find the number of potatoes that left. As you can see here, we add the two numbers, the seller that has, and then the number of potatoes that he buy. So the total of 183. And then he sells 52 potatoes. So the seller has 131 potatoes left. Okay, this is the first example. And the second example is about Eddie, who bought 156 vanilla biscuits and 273 chocolate biscuits. So he gave them to 316 children. And how many biscuits did Eddie have in total? So how many biscuits did Eddie have left? So as you can see here, the answer here in total, Eddie had 429 biscuits and Eddie had 113 biscuits left. Now here in letter A, we will focus here now in letter A. In letter A, it's talk about Jeff that had 73 black balloons and 129 red balloons. And after the sale, he was left with 37 red balloons. So let's try to find the total number of balloons that he had and the number of red balloons he sold. So in this story, it's talk about balloons, okay, as we have read. And then I hope you understand this question, that this question is about black balloons and the red balloons. So the question here, the things that we need to find out here is about the number of balloons that he sold and the total number of balloons that he had. So there are two questions here. So we will make two mathematical sentences here. So we'll write here 73 plus 129 to find the total number of balloons that he had, right? And then to find the number of balloons or red balloons that he sold, we will subtract the number 37 from 129, because in this question number 2, it's talking only about the red balloons. So let's do like this. Okay, Jeff had 129 red balloons. Okay, let me write here. As you can see here, Jeff had 129 red balloons, right? And then Jeff had 73 black balloons, as you can see here. So it means total, the word total, it's indicate plus sign. Okay, the word total here, total. So to find the total, we will use the plus sign. That's why we have plus sign here. So if we will add the 73 black balloons and the 129 red balloons, total of 202 balloons. So we find already the total number of balloons that he had. Okay, so write it here, 202 balloons. And then the second question here is how many red balloons he sold. So we will use minus sign. Okay, the operation that we will use here is a minus. So Jeff had 129 red balloons, right? 129. And after the sale, he was left with 37. So we will subtract 129 minus 37 is equals to 92. Okay, 92. So that's why we have here, he sold 92 red balloons. So this is the answer for question letter A. Okay, that story in letter A. Now we will proceed in letter B. Okay, we will proceed in letter B. In letter B, it's about basketball. Okay, letter B is about basketball. So in basketball match, two players scored 45 and the other player points 44 points. Okay, two players scored 45 and 44. So the total score of the team was 200. Wow, so big, huge number. 200 points. So find, the question here is find their total scores and the total score of the rest of the players. Now I want to remind you the word there here, okay? The word there here is talking about the two players. Talking about the two players who scored 45 and 44. Okay, 44 and 45. Now if we will write here in number sentence, okay, the number sentence here is 200 minus 45 plus 29. So we write here player 1 45 points, player 2 44 points. So we will find the total. If we say total, total means to add, plus. Okay, total means to add. So we will add. So if we will add the score of the two players, they have 89 points. So player 1 and 2 scores 89 points. Now the team scores 200 points, right? As you can see here, 200 points. So the rest of the players scores 111. Why? We will just subtract the score of the two players, which is 89, and the team score, which is 200. So 200 minus 89 is equals to 111. Hope you get it. So the answer, two players scored 89 points in total, and the rest of the players scores 89 points. Okay, the rest of the players scores 89 points. Two players, okay, two players points 89, and the rest of the players scored 111. Okay, now let's proceed to another exercise that I gave to you, which is not in your book or your workbook. It's from the textbook. It's another activity for you because there's no more question here in your workbook. We are done already in chapter 2. So let's proceed now. Okay, in another example in your worksheet. So in your worksheet, the question here, the story there is about Charlie, who had 465 stamps in his album, and he took 221 stamps from Peter, and then he gave 118 stamps to Jane. So we need to find out the stamps did Charlie have left in here. Okay, how many stamps did Charlie have in him? So to do with, we need to add the 456 plus 229, and then we will subtract 118 that he gave to Jane. So number of stamps Charlie had is 456, and number of stamps taken from Peter is 221. So the total of these two stamps is 677. And then he gave stamps to Jane, which is 118 stamps. So therefore, the number of stamps left with Charlie is 677 minus 118 is equals to 559. So Charlie had 559 stamps left. Because there's only one question here. The question is, how many stamps did Charlie have? So Charlie had 559 stamps left. Okay, I hope you got it. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Keep safe, everyone. And I'm glad to be with you all the time. Thank you so much. If you have some questions, just send into our line group, and then you can ask me questions. Thank you so much. God bless. Keep safe, everyone. Drink more water. Drink milk if you have there, and then eat vegetables, sleep early, and do some exercise. Thank you so much. Keep safe, everyone. God bless you all. I love you and I miss you. Bye bye.